Hello everyone, you guys are welcome back. In today's class, I'm going to show us how to cut a pant with an elastic on the waist. So I'm folding the down part. This is the hemming part. So the length of the pant is going to be 15 inches. This is it, 15 inches. So the band is going to be 1.5. It's going to be 1.5. So add it together with the length of the pant is going to be 16. So you can see that I'm slanting the front. Just measure 1 inch downward, then you slant the front minus the band, then you get your hip line, which is 9 inches. Then the crotch is going to be 46, which is 11.5. So this is the hip measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch. Then this is the lap measurement, 28 divided by 2. Then you mark. So you're just going to connect like this, then you make it straight. It's going to be straight. So now you are just going to cut out this way. I'm going to leave this other side straight. I'm not going to curve anything there. It's going to have elastic. So this is the pocket, 2 against 7, 2 inches here, 7 inches here. So that means the waist measurement and the hip measurement is going to be the same because it's not having zip. It's not going to have zip. So this is it. Here is going to be 3 inches, then here just 2 inches. Just fold on it like this so that you'll be able to connect this place together. So you are going to leave about 1 inch. So here we removed 1 inch. You are going to add it back. Then you add another one, making 2 inches. So I'm just brushing through it because I have several videos on how to cut pants. So this is what it looks like. So basically this is it. So this is the pocket. The width of the pocket can be 8 inches, then the length 13 inches. So that's that about the pocket. So I'm going to show us how to couple this. So now this is it. I'm going to join the front together. I'm going to use about half of an inch to join. You are going to stop around here. You are not going to finish the joining. You stop around here. So this is it. So the back, the same thing. You are going to join with half of an inch. So you stop around here. Just pay attention to the process. So now this is the pocket. The bad side of the pocket, the material should face up. Bad side of the material should face up. So now you are going to sew up to that 7 inches. Just notch a bit. So now you are going to fold like this. You are going to fold. Then you are going to sew with 1/4 of an inch. So now this is it. Fold into 2. You fold into 2. You sew with half of an inch. Then you stop somewhere around here. You're going to notch all through. So after that, you are going to turn it inside out. So after turning inside out, so this is it. You are just going to do your tagging. You are going to tag down here. Then you're also going to tag down the upper part. So the same way you fix this is the same way you are going to fix the other side. So this is it. You can see how simple and neat it is. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So this is it. I've already fixed the pocket on the both sides. So now you are going to take the back. You're just going to use half of an inch to join the both side. You are using half of an inch to join the both side. So this is it. After that, the crotch area. So now you are going to take the round leg measurements. Then here I don't want it tight, so I'm just going to join with half of an inch on both sides. I'm going to join with half of an inch on both sides. So now you're going to complete your crotch joining. You're just going to sew here. So basically this is the short pants joining. This is how you are going to join in. You know, the waist is going to be as wide as the hip measurement. It's going to be as wide as the hip measurement. So here now I have 46, which is 23. I have 46. which is 23 inches into 2. So this is down part. Just fold the down part with 2 inches, then you are going to sew. You're going to sew it. So now let's go to where the main work is. So now the band, just pay attention to the band. Just pay attention to it. That is where the work is. And the band is going to be like a jogger's band. So if you're making a jogger's band, so the width of this band is going to be 2.5 inches. That is on fold. On fold, it's going to be 2.5 inches. So now what I want to do here, I want to create a hole where, because it's going to have a rope, so I want to create a hole. I'm going to create 2 holes where the rope will come out from. So the band, you are going to sew like this first. You sew it about 1/2 inch like this. Meanwhile, you are not going to sew everything all through. You are going to skip. You're going to skip about 1/2 inch, just like this. You're going to skip little like this when you sew. So you have this opening here. So you just move to the other side. Move to the side, and probably about 1.5 inch. You are going to do the same sewing. The same place where you left a little space here, you are still going to do the same thing here. Just keep a bit. Then you are going to sew all through. You are going to sew all through. So this is it. Leave that same space. Then you are going to open it up. You understand? When you just make sure the band you are using is longer than the waist measurement, so that you'll be able to do this. Make sure it's longer. So now you are going to open it and iron. Both of them, you are going to open it and iron. You can probably put hemming gum to make it lap, to relax it down. So this is it. After putting hemming gum, see, after ironing and putting hemming gum, this is what it looks like. So look at this hole, these 2 holes. It's going to be one, after folding the band into 2, it's going to be on one side of the band, and that is where it's going to face the front. It's going to be at the front. So now take your measurement. You are going to measure 23 inches. It's going to be 23 inches plus 1/2 inch joining allowance. Just like I said, make sure the band you're cutting before joining that front, make sure it's longer than your normal waist measurement, so that you have XX there. So this is it after folding into 2. So now in between those 2 openings is going to be your center, so you notch. Then you are going to notch the other side too, to get the other side. Definitely it's going to be that joining. So you are still going to notch, so that you know what you're working with. You know what you're working with. So now this is the band. So now, depending on the size of elastic you're making use of, I'm using this 1.5 inch elastic band. You can decide to use 2 inches. You can decide to use 2 inches band, or maybe probably 3 inches. So this is it. I think I'll just use, since I'm having 46 waistline here, I think the elastic I should just use 30 inches or probably 32. I should use 30 or 32 inches. So this is it. So this elastic here now is going to be on fold, is going to be 16, so that is 32. Just like I said, you can probably just use 30, which is 15. So now I am going to join it. I am going to join it together. Just like I said, you can make use of a wider one. Meanwhile, if you're using like 2 inches band or maybe 3 inches, that means the fabric is going to be wider than that 2.5 inches that we are using here. So depending on what you're working with. So I'm working with this 1.5 inch. probably 1 inch. So now you are going to notch, fold it into two, then you notch both sides. So now this notch part, you are going to insert it here and make sure it tallies with the notch on the fabric. Make sure it tallies with the notch on the fabric. So now you are just going to tag. You can probably just use office pin to hold it down, or you do on sewing like this, just stitch on it like this to hold it down. So now you are going to take the other notched side to the other side. You insert it and make sure it aligns with this notch on the fabric, just like this, and make sure it's reaching the center where you fold. Yeah, make sure it's reaching that center. So now you are going to draw the elastic. You can decide to draw it once if it's going to be easy for you. Just draw once like this. Just make sure the elastic is touching the middle of the fabric. That's of the fabric. Make sure it's touching the middle like this. This place you iron, this place you fold it like this. Make sure this elastic is touching that place, that last point. So now you are going to sew with 1/4 inch gradually like this. Just like I said, if you can draw it once, it will be better, so that you know exactly what to draw on the elastic. Don't draw it too much, so that some parts will not be loose and some parts will be tight. So that is why it is advisable, you can draw it once, you should just draw it once, so that some parts will not be tighter than some other parts. So this is it. I'm going to sew it like this. Then after getting to that other place with notch, you continue from there. You are still going to start drawing the elastic. You know, this is the most delicate part, so you are going to take your time. You are going to take your time and do it slowly, so that you can get a perfect result. So this is the way you are going to do it. You keep drawing, making sure that your elastic is properly placed under that place. Making sure your elastic is well placed under that place. So this is it. After this first sewing, you will not have problem with the other ones. The other ones will be very, very easy. So now just leave about 1/2 inch. Just give it a little space, like 1/2 inch. So now you are going to draw. You are still sewing on the elastic, just 1/2 inch here. So you are still going to continue drawing, then making sure you are sewing on the elastic. Making sure you are sewing on the elastic. You keep drawing it. So that is the way you are going to sew all through. That is the way you are going to sew all through. I believe you can see the way it's already coming out the way I want it. Look at this place where our rope is going to come out from. That is, if necessarily you have to put rope there. So now take the main pants. So you're going to take the pants, turn it outside in. You're going to turn it outside in. So now that place that has opening is going to face outside. So you're going to place like this. So now remember the waistband and the pant has the same measurement. So all you need to do now is just to draw it and make sure they fit in. You know, I tagged that front, so I'm also going to, you know, I notched it, so I'm also going to tag this one at the center back. This one I tagged now is at the center front, so this one is going to be at the center back. Don't forget your notch, so that you don't go and tag on the wrong place. So now you are just going to draw the elastic to the size of the waist. That is this band. Now you are going to draw it to the size of the trouser waist. So this is it. Make sure when you're joining, you are leaving appropriate space in between the band and where you're sewing, so that it will come out nicely. So that is how you are going to join it all through. Then our beautiful pants with elastic on the waistband is ready. It's ready. If you follow it attentively, you see that it's not something that is difficult. It's very, very easy. So that's that. This is what it's going to look like. You can see how beautiful it is. So that is how you do yours. Whether you're using a wider elastic, this is how it's going to come out. Then you just decide to put your rope. That if you really want it, you can decide to just put it. This is where it's going to come out from. So I believe you can see how beautiful is it. It is. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to share and subscribe. I'm definitely going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.